Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday morning and it's a Sunday thought. I don't know about you. We've had some very hot weather here, and then yesterday it got cool again. But I managed to spend most of the day watching television, actually. But what was I watching? And this is when I began to give thanks for technology. I watched. Oh, let's see if I didn't write it down, but let's see. I watched the girls' tennis final. I watched the mixed doubles final, of which a Canadian was playing, but they came second. This morning, yesterday was the big day. Then I watched a soccer match, which is the UFA final, which is a 2-hour long game, and then I watched the horse race and the Belmont, and I was so thrilled to see that a woman trainer actually won, because that gives a whole sense. Just turn my phone off here. That's a big race. So it was a day of really giving thanks to being able to PVR my shows and then watch them later. Also, too often I find I do that during the week, different shows I want to watch, and so I can watch it. So I got thinking about what was I going to talk about today, and I wrote a book way back in 1993 called Secrets for Living Happily. It was actually an extended value from a little booklet I had written called So You Want to Change Your Life. But I expanded this to make this very, very different. I'm just doing a little bit of changing around here, so excuse me if I look a bit funny. It is Sunday morning. Anyway, I thought I would just read you this little chapter on celebrating and giving thanks and just add some other comments to it. Another secret to being happy is learning how to celebrate life. If you have lost the art of celebrating, then you will need to rediscover it. At one time in our society, had a lot of rituals, which was part of the culture. But many of the rituals of celebration have been lost or have become hollow as we go through the motions, not really enjoying ourselves at all. As you begin to learn to celebrate, you will begin to feel happy and joyful, and your new happiness will reflect in your life. You can begin to celebrate the joys of living. My way of celebrating is through doing what I enjoy. I enjoy being in a lovely restaurant with friends and eating good food. I also celebrate by giving myself one treat or more a day, and I give thanks. The secret of saying thank you is the key to living happily. Every day, give a thank you for the events which happened in your life, which you enjoyed or added something to your day. By doing this, you reinforce in your system the things you want happening, the feelings you want to experience, and your life will become even more filled with happiness. So often you will put a lot of energy into situations which you do not want to have happen by thinking, worrying, or just repeating what you do not want to friends. You know how you're going. You can change your behavior or reaction by stating to your friends what you have enjoyed. An exercise which I and many others have found helpful is the following. When you go to bed, raise your thoughts upward to the universal source energy and say a thank you for everything you enjoyed during the day. There has to be one thing you are happy about. Say thank you for that. There may have been many enjoyments, and so you say thank you for each one. Also, in the morning when you wake up, raise your thoughts to the universal source energy and say, good morning, I will have a good day. Let good things come to me. Let good things go from me. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Doing these 2 thank you exercises every day for 6 weeks will create a big change in your happiness level. That's just one little excerpt from the Secrets for Living Happily. That little exercise of 6 weeks changing, I have given it out to many, many people over the years. And often I get feedback of people saying they would lay there, like especially couples, when they get to talk to each other, they would lay there and try and think of what did I enjoy today? What was good today? And they would discuss it and talk it to just get that thing, what was really making a difference. And then they would finally they figured, oh, I have to settle on something. So they would find something. That was and eventually they learned how to do that. And one time when I met them again later somewhere or other, it wasn't like a planned meeting, but they ran across me and they said, we cannot believe how our lives have changed. Because first of all, we had to come up with something that we enjoyed. Secondly, we gave thanks for it, and the vibration will change. The power of the thank you. I've actually done lectures on the power of the thank you. Saying thank you to things. And unfortunately for me, being an older person, is I'm noticing the young people don't say that. They just say something with no thank you, or they know goodbye. No, I don't know. What we would consider was good manners is gone from it seems like the verbiage of the younger people. It's just not there. So how are you looking at life? Are you looking at life that is going to give you what you would like to receive and to have and to enjoy? Are you giving thanks for the small unexpected things that come along that surprise you? I have spent many years just basically in my mind saying thank you throughout the day for this, that, and the other. And I admit I get a little lazy. My life is a little, you might say, closer now. So I'm not out and about as much. But I did give thanks yesterday for being able to have a PVR so I could watch games that went on at some unearthly hour in the morning for me. And I could watch them, and I could watch other things that went on while they were going. So even though I often will wake up and go, oh, I think a game is on, I'm able to watch it from beginning to end and fast forward during the commercials. So I don't really like watching commercials a lot. So it's very, very advantageous to have that. Or sometimes in the evening, there's two shows on at the same time. So without a PVR, and I'm lucky I had all these things. In fact, technology. I was one of the first people to get a portable computer way back. Then I was one of the first people, this is in my crowd that I was new, to get a portable phone. Then I used my computer for the business, and I began to do different things. And most people didn't have a portable phone. Most people didn't even have a computer, but I did. But, very fast, I was in a trip to New Zealand, and I was watching actually a great nephew of mine sitting down. I should explain that my niece is not much younger than me, sitting down, and I went, what are you doing? And he was working with the Word program. And he showed me and things that I hadn't learned yet, because I hadn't been to any class. I just sort of picked it up, learned some basics, and went from there. And I have managed to do a lot, being able to put books together, create all sorts of things, work with the computer even to this day. But it went way beyond what I knew and what is going on now and what is happening in some of the new technology. But I personally am quite thankful for some of the technological things that are around that aid me and help me. And I'm able to teach. I'm able to give consultations. I'm able to express my viewpoints as I am this morning. Thankfulness, being thankful, saying a simple little 2 words, thank you, I found was really, really, I just found it just so helpful in so many ways, because one of the metaphysical principles is what you put out, you will get back. So you put out gratitude, you put out a sense of knowing. And I haven't talked much about the celebration element, but when you give the thank you, you start celebrating, you start feeling good inside. You start beginning to see the world from a different perspective. Yes, sometimes life isn't always easy. In fact, in this little book, I talk about for many years, there was one thing after the other, and it was the simple exercises that got me through those years. And if you wanted to sign up for my newsletter, I am saying you can get a free PVR copy of this book. So if you would like a PVR copy of Secrets for Living Happily, let me know. Email me through the website, normacowie.com. Text me, phone me, or whatever, if for those of you that have my number. I will be very happy to send you a copy because there's a lot of little secrets in there that help life, that help you move forward. And yes, I don't mind at this time in my life of giving and sharing out what it is. I just need a thank you. And on that note, I wish you well today. I wish you well all this week. June is coming. I can't believe it's the 11th already. Every day now seems to go so fast. It seems like you get up, awake, and it's gone. But anyway, it's about enjoying. It's about celebrating. It's about being thank you for every day that you have and making the best of it. Enjoyment. Look for the points that make you happy. Right now, my flowers outside bring me great joy. So I want to say you have a great day, a great week. I'll be back tomorrow night with Mental Minds Treatment. Then on Wednesday. Now, everything is live now. We're changed. So 9 a.m. like this morning, 9 a.m. for Wednesdays, 7 p.m. for Mondays. Have a good day.